Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
But we got in trouble. People didn't like that we referenced the Katt Williams moment. Like people in Atlanta.
Because it had nothing to do with her death. She's a whole person outside of that.
And I think we realized that. At the same time, we were trying to make sure people knew who it was, respectfully.
No, sir. If they don't know, they don't know. It's not. I agree with the backlash. If you got it,
Yeah, we did.
because you've seen, right?
Yeah.
Or you've been put in a bad light before, right?
Of course.
So when you die, do you want are you being presented, or are people talking about your death in a good light, or to talk about that incident with that girl from college that you got into it with and got to fight with that next in the gym?
Of course not. I would hate that.
Exactly. And then the second question is, how do you think that make her sons feel?
Wow, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. The Boss Talk 101 review, man. I really, like I said, this one kind of something that I already had thought about, but to see Comedy Hype, man, shout out to those guys, man, do a terrific job over there. Man, they had Rickey Smiley on, and they was talking to him on a virtual interview. And Rickey Smiley, you know, and I know how Katt Williams started off the year. Katt Williams started off the year, I mean, really coming at everything and everybody from the Shannon Sharp show that did more views than any other interview this year. And so, you know, the Comedy Hype show has Rickey on after Katt did this crazy interview. And he brings up Wanda Smith, because she just passed, R.I.P. to Wanda Smith. And she is that radio host lady that Katt Williams had gotten into it with that day on the radio. Everybody seen it. It went viral. Katt Williams, it was a balanced out issue. Both of them were irritated. I've been in that situation where you might get irritated by somebody from what they're doing, what they're saying, how they're responding to you, especially if you're first meeting them or if you guys had a past history together. Well, evidently Comedy Hype did some type of a clip on it or some type of a segue on it where they spoke up and they referenced the Katt Williams and the Wanda Smith issue. And it was distasteful to the people, I guess, because that's what the young man is saying. But here's the case, man. What happened, happened. We can't go back and change nothing that's done happen with whatever situation that happened in our lifetime. There's some things been said about me. There's some things been said about my family and all kind of stuff. It's not going to go away on the internet. It's going to still be there, unfortunately. She had a heck of a career, and it's crazy that we would remember her by this. But you're not going to just be able to unsee what you've seen. What you've seen in the fact of that viral moment. It'll always be a part of her legacy, unfortunately. I do agree with Rickey that if we can not talk about it in certain instances in a negative light, then we don't want to do that. But, you know, only one can turn this around is Katt Williams. If he wanted to come out and speak on it and say, hey, man, you know, unfortunately that happened. You know, there's still room to change. That's why I always tell people, especially people who are still here on this earth, who can live, breathe, and see another day. You can go and say something that could change the family's way of looking at it and still do a good thing. Katt Williams, because he's still here. But Rickey, I mean, you know, Rickey, I don't think he's going to be looking at this in no other way but negative, any way you look at it. Even though I agree with Rickey, you know, you don't want to remember it that way. But I think Rickey and Katt Williams' history and what has happened this year definitely going to make him feel a certain way when he speak on something that Katt Williams done that was distasteful for us. And now that Wanda Smith has passed away, like I said, one thing he said that sent volumes to me is, how do you think her sons feel? You know, the same way they felt when she was alive. They probably didn't like it. But, you know, it doesn't change the fact. What did their mom say to them about it? What did she say? How did she think about it when she was dealing with them? Did she say, hey, guys, stand down? It's not all that. I was having a bad day that day. Katt was wrong or I was wrong. We don't know. So that's the whole game. But I agree with Rickey that it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But me and you know, like I said, Rickey, when Katt came out and said you couldn't play you couldn't have played no pimp, and he couldn't have played no Santa Claus on that Friday after next. That thing's still ringing. That thing's still ringing all over, man. It's got the most views ever. So I think that's going to influence the way you feel about this a little bit. Maybe others get in the comments, let me know. Do y'all think that had a little bit, that stings? Oftentimes, things that people have said and done to you, you don't easily forget them. You can forgive them, but you don't easily forget them. Like I said, I'm a big Rickey Smiley fan, and I'm a big Katt Williams fan. I respect both of them. That's one thing in this lane, how I am. I still can like both of you. I don't really care what you feel about it. I'm going to still be fans, still support your shows, come out and see what you got going on. Go down there to Alabama, interview my girl. I missed the foot soldiers down in Alabama, down in Birmingham, downtown, man. Paulette, I believe that's her name, Paulette. But that one of Rickey Smiley's sister's best friend. She worked at Foot Soldier. She's something else. But at any rate, God bless her too. She's 70. So we interviewed her on the show. I'll never forget it. And she brought up Rickey. But at any rate, man, guys, just know that, and I want you to really get this, man. You can. It's okay to let go and let God. You ain't got to try to carry every load. You ain't got to answer every question. You can answer it in love. You can also choose to let people make it. There's all kind of ways you can look at this where you don't have to. I have some people that I could slam on, or I could bam slam them on my channel, but I don't do that. I just basically sit back and I thank God for where I'm at. But man, Wanda Smith, man, it's unfortunate she passed away with that legacy of Katt Williams saying what he said that day to her. And I don't think it ever goes away, guys. Get in the comments. Let me know. When you look at her as a radio host and you think about that video is everywhere. That video is viral. And sometimes things just, unfortunately, you don't get to have closure with them. There's people I've lost that I didn't get closure with. And you don't know if Katt and her might have had a conversation after that either. Or people sent word through this first, hey, man, I ain't got no problem with you, man. We don't know. And it ain't for us to know it all the time either. But we got to look at it in a positive light, man. She was a dope person. She was a mother. She did a lot of things in her community. Same thing I say with Katt. Katt is a giver. These are good people. Rickey Smiley. These are great people. They help people. But there's always going to be some bad and good as well. Paul said, every time I do good, evil was present. Think about that for a second. Romans chapter 7. Paul said, every time I do good, evil was present. So you can do great things, but evil's still going to lurk. You can be around positivity, but evil is sitting right there as well. You don't go nowhere. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the segment. I hope you like the Boss Talk 101 reviews. Let me know what you think about Rickey Smiley's comments about Katt Williams. Also, let me know, do you agree that Comedy Hype is just doing what they do, and it's a part that's going to come up, and they can't control that. They didn't sit in there and make that go viral. But you do have to be careful on how you speak on things. Boss Talk 101, man. Listen, man, I'm going to always do these reviews. Shout out to Comedy Hype. Like I said, I'll try to link the video in the description, man. Man, go check out that whole full interview, man. It's a dope interview. Dope people over there. They look like us. They look like me. So I rock with them, man. Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.